Hey, it's Roxy Romeo hanging out with my guy Steve here at Auto Outlet of PA. And before we get things going, how do we start things?
Just do the deal.
Yeah, so we got a lot of great deals for you today. And that $2,500 hookup that you were giving them before, you're going to keep it going.
We're going to keep that stimulus thing going for the $2,500 package. For that check, that we're going to provide the first $2,500. And I just want to start off by saying, Rox, last month at the Auto Outlet of PA, we had a record month. And a lot of our people that came in were viewers from your show during the morning at Power 99, USL, and had come in and said, hey, where's Roxy? Well, you know, she don't work here every day. She does the show with us, but she's not, you know, formerly an employee of. She works, you know, at the station. But a lot of people came in, and you'd be surprised of the following that you've got that now we've been able to work with also. That you know,
love that.
It came out good, and I wanted to thank you that. And you viewers out there that are watching this show, and you're watching Roxy and myself. The chemistry last month worked very, very well. We had a stupendous month last month, and let me tell you something. We've already started the first week of this month, and we're continued to kick.
Let me piggyback off that real quick.
Yeah.
So while I was doing my morning show, I actually did have a couple calls because one of my co-hosts is looking for a car for his son.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got connections. Let me hook you up with my guy Steve.
Yeah.
And so as I said that, people started calling in and they talked about the fact that they have bought their cars from you.
Yeah.
And they were like, he's so nice. You're going to get such a great deal. I mean, and they went on and on. So
that's pretty good. You know. And again, I've got to thank. I don't like to use the word followers because it's not. We're in this all together. We're in this world together. But the people that have trusted me and trusted my company to buy cars, and I said this before 100 times, 40% of our business is referral and repeat business. And it's thanks to you folks out there that got a car, that was happy with the experience, that got a great deal. Even the ones that we've had financing, we've got you banks. We've paid off your trades no matter how much you owe with the trade amnesty, the credit amnesty. And you folks know out there, I do this for a living, but at this point of my career, I'm happy if you're happy. I'll do whatever I have to do to make sure you get into a car. And I'm just going to tell you again, for last month, thank everybody that did come in. We're going to have a huge April. It's already started off. And again, it's thank you to everybody. And again, your radio station reaches people in Delaware, Allentown, Atlantic City, Camden, Princeton, I mean, Trenton. People were coming from all over, and I was surprised. I didn't know the radio station. I kind of think it as a Philly station.
Yeah,
It reaches.
Yeah,
It reaches. So I got a lot of new buyers that came in because of you. Not so much your station. They really listened to it because of you, Rox. And they came in. So again, I want to thank you very much. I got a lot of customers, a lot of new faces, and it was nice. So thank you, folks. Thank you, Roxy. And let's get going because I'm sure you don't want to hear me talking about how great everything is. All right. And what you want to hear is what Steve does is just do the deal. So what do we got, Rox?
So
what's going on?
$2,500, right? You're going to keep that going for everybody.
Yes.
So it was So talk more about that because people need cars all the time. They break down. It ends up getting too expensive. They get a new job. They have to get to and from. So what is the $2,500 deal?
Let's talk about the $2,500. We had, like I said, we had an unbelievable response to the 25. What I said last month, and I'm going to continue to do again in April, is that we're putting up the first $2,500. So right now, let me tell you what's going on behind the scenes that you folks don't know of, and I'm going to be completely transparent and candid with you. Everybody knows that there's money coming in from the government. Everybody knows that they've been extending the unemployment. Everybody knows there's makeup checks coming in. And then you got the income tax checks on top of it. So what's happening out there, what's really happening is myself and any business, I don't care if it's a furniture business, the jewelry business, everybody in the businesses are talking about how much money is available now to the public, and they want you to use your money to come in and buy something. I think you deserve to keep that money in your pocket, use that for your family, not mine. I'll put the first $2,500 down for you. Now, if it requires more money because you picked out a car that you really wanted, it was a lot more expensive than what the bank wanted, and they say you put up a couple thousand more, or 1,000 more, or 500 more, that'll be on you. Anything over the 2,500. But I
Right.
feel let's use my money first. Let's continue it going. Even though I know there's money coming in for you folks, keep your money in your pocket. Don't come here with a check. Let me be your check. Let me put up your first $2,500, and let me get the car of your dreams.
$2,500 is a lot of money.
It's a lot. It's more, most banks require anyway, anywhere from 15 to 25. I'm using the higher of the both. So you pick out a $15,000, $20,000 car, you put down $2,500. That's more than enough for the bank.
Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first $2,500. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the deal.
So let's talk about some of the issues that people sometimes have. Credit might not be good enough. They've gone to other car dealerships and they get turned down. How do you help somebody like that?
Well, we've always taken the perspective here is that when people come in, and again, I've been doing this for a lot of years, and I've always, anywhere I've ever been, any place I've ever opened, I've always tackled the tougher credit. And what we've got here is we've got banks that certainly, in April, for sure, want to now get back on track. The economy's coming back. I think what the government's doing, from what I can see, of course, they're giving out another $3 trillion. We're going to get further in debt. But what I do like, and let's face it, they're going to be taxing the rich. Now, the rich are going to be sitting there going, oh, my God, what's this guy saying on TV? But listen, 80–90% of the United States makes less than $100,000 a year. So I'm talking to the majority, not the minority, that make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year.
Right.
If you make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, I don't feel that check should be, or I don't want to get political here and get people emailing me now going, oh, you don't like anybody that makes $300,000, $400,000? At the end of the day,
we'll take your money too.
Yeah, we'll take your money too. Except I do like the idea of people that need it to get it, because that's what rolls this economy. 80–90% of the people, again, or 100% of this economy, those are people shopping, buying, at the malls, and they're buying this, and they're going on vacations, and they're doing that. And that's what we need to keep this economy rolling. So I appreciate what the government's doing. It's going to cost me more in tax dollars being a businessman. I'm all right with chipping in. I don't mind chipping in for my future. So keep it coming, Mr. Government. We love it. It's helping the auto industry, and I'm sure everybody else I've talked to, they're getting these COVID shots. They're getting this out of the way. I think 25% of the United States, from what I hear, has gone for their second shots. So that's getting kind of behind us a little bit.
Slowly but surely.
And I'm telling you, everybody I'm talking to is feeling better about life now. They're feeling a little more positive. We've gotten rid of a lot of the last year rhetoric, and all that stuff's gone by the wayside. So, again, I'm very happy for what's going on, and keep it coming. I want to sell a bunch of cars this month. I want to do what I can to help. And let's talk about another thing that we do very well here. Besides the money, how about trade amnesty? Everybody in the world is riding around in a car, thousands and hundreds of thousands of these cars. They owe X amount of dollars on their car because when they bought the car 3–4 years ago, they didn't put much down. The car depreciated. They include the taxes in the deal. Or they rolled a car in that was negative equity at that time. I'm getting you out of your car no matter how much you owe for this month. You come in, we call it trade amnesty. I don't care what you owe. Bring me the cars that you owe $18,000, $19,000, $20,000 on. I'm fine with that. I'm going to get you out of that car. I'm going to get you out of that car and get you into another car, and a car of your liking. Don't be riding around that 80, 90, 100,000 mile car that you owe $18,000 on. Let's get rid of that bad car and get you into something with lower miles that's more affordable and to help you out. And that's going to be my gift to you folks for the month of April.
Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first $2,500. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the deal.
So I'm learning all of these terms slowly but surely. So that was trade amnesty, and then there's also credit amnesty.
Right. Now, credit amnesty is another one, too, that, again, you pull some of these credit reports, and people have gotten themselves in debt and either lost, especially in the COVID now. Let's talk. There's a lot more tougher credit going around now because of COVID. A lot of people are out of work, and the unemployment check just didn't make it to pay their bills. You people out here, 2, 3 children. How are you going to live on $500 a week?
Right, exactly.
You can't do it. So you've gotten behind on your bills. come on down. I don't care if you're 2-3 months behind on your payment. I don't care who you owe. I don't care what you owe. What I'm telling you, Credit Amnesty, I've got banks right now dying for your business. They want to lend money. They've got more money this year to lend than they've had any other year, because last year was a little bit of a soft year. That money sat and didn't get lent out. They've got to lend money to make money. So come on down. I've got the banks that are going to do the deal for you. I've got a lot of banks. Come on down. So that's Credit Amnesty. We're going to take care of it. Trade Amnesty, no matter what you owe in your trade. And don't forget, I got $2,500. I'll be the first one to put your money down. And remember, what do we do best here?
Just do the deal. Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first $2,500. Trade Amnesty, Credit Amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the deal.
Hey, it's Roxy Romeo back at Auto Outlet of PA, of course, with the one and only Steve.
And what do we do here, Rox?
Just do the deal. So we have some amazing deals because that's what Steve does. And as you can see, we have this beautiful BMW here. So tell us about this.
We got a 2014 BMW 528i. Watch this one. A BMW that looks as fine as this. A $199 a month payment for a BMW 528. This ain't a 3 Series. It's not a 4 Series. It's a 5 Series. It's a 528i. That is one hell of a deal for $199 a month.
Well, I've never been able to afford a BMW, so I'm not familiar with all the series, but I'm thinking that's really good, right?
Well, $199 a month. We talked about this before. We talked about this, I think, the last time. Our cell phone bills are very close to this.
Oh, yes,
so how about riding around in a BMW for $199 a month? I'm going to tell you something. That is one hell of a deal. And again, financing is not a problem on this car. We'll get it done for you. Trade Amnesty. Trade whatever car you're driving right now. If it's not a BMW, and you've always said to myself, I'm going to treat myself to a BMW. You come on down. We got a BMW for you. I'll take your car in. And guess what? The first $2,500 is on me.
Now, talk to me about, actually, tell me your thoughts on buy here, pay here lots, because I have a couple friends that actually bought their cars there, and I just feel like they're getting screwed.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with it. Again, and I've got a lot of friends in the buy here, pay here business. What that is, it's a lot that doesn't have bank financing. They try to finance it themselves because they're not connected with any type of banking whatsoever. And people who can get approved at a bank or who think they can't get approved, because when you walk into those lots, you don't know, and the next thing the guy tells you, I can't get a bank to do it, but I trust you enough that I'll lend you the money. And the next thing you know, you get into that deal, and it's usually a 100,000 mile car, 120,000 mile, and you'll end up paying 100, 150, 125, and guess what? At that point, you're saying, I need transportation. I don't want to be riding in a bus. I don't want to be Ubering it all over the place. $125 a week. I'll take the car, but it comes out $400 or $500 a month, and you're riding around in a car that, in a lot of cases, worth $2,000, $3,000, and you're paying for 36 months. You could be paying $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for a car that's worth $1,000. So I urge you, and not only that, you don't get a credit rating.
And that's what I was going to say. It does nothing for you.
It does nothing for your credit because they're not hooked up with bureaus usually, to a credit bureau, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. And next thing you know, you come in and say, I've been making 2 years worth of payments on this car, and your credit stayed the same because it wasn't registering with the bureau. Go to a dealership, myself preferably, but any dealership, but I'd like you to come to me and let us establish your credit the proper way. We'll get you with a bank that you can go down and you can open up a bank account with them. It'll be a full service bank for you, and we'll make sure that it at least establishes you credit.
And the reason that you should come to Steve, aside from the fact that I've actually talked to a lot of people that have shopped with you, they bought multiple cars from you year after year, because of the fact that you really do work with people as best as you can to get them in a car, because...
Well, we have...
Because
we have... because we just do the deal!
Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first $2,500. Trade Amnesty, Credit Amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the deal!
Roxy, Romeo, and Steve back at Auto Outlet of PA, and we are going down all of these amazing deals that are available for you. So next up we have this Acura.
It's a 2018 Rox Acura TLX with a tech package, which gives you the sunroof and all the technical qualities inside this Acura. It's put out by Honda, of course. You can always trust it.
Didn't know that.
And the amazing thing you got here is 18,000 miles.
Oh,
this
wow.
vehicle has got a tech package with 18,000 miles. Made by Honda. It's Honda's answer like a Toyota is to a Lexus, Infiniti is to Nissan. Everybody's got their Highline car. General Motors has got their Cadillac. Acura goes with the Honda product. Solid car, but car is for $279 a month with 18,000 miles. Remainder of the factory warranty, 5 years, 60. Absolute superb deal for $279 a month. That includes tax, that includes delivery charges, that includes everything. All I need is you and your license to come down and purchase the car.
I almost got an Acura before my Nissan.
Did you?
Yeah, but then I went with the Nissan.
Yours. There was something I liked about you, Rox. You're a smart girl.
No, but they are really nice cars.
Yeah,
they are
they are.
really nice cars. And for 2018, what is that, 3 years old?
Yes.
For only 18,000 miles, that's really, really good.
Yeah, for $279 a month. And let me tell you something, and again, there's a lot of good cars today. I mean, I have a Nissan store, obviously, most of you know. I'd like you to come buy a Nissan, but Toyota's a good product. Hondas are a good product. We sell them all here anyway. I had a General Motors store, most of you know, in the Northeast a few years back, and that's where I kind of cut my teeth on for the most part. I was on Roosevelt Boulevard. Did very well there. Again, we sold in that store alone over 11,000 cars. And now, since then, we've got 14 to 15,000 automobiles sold in the greater Philadelphia metro market, which includes, from Delaware all the way to Atlantic City, all over, almost 14,000 automobiles to folks. You can check my Google reviews on DevonNissan.com, Auto Outlet of PA, and you can go on and see what people think about us. And hey, listen, I'm like everybody else. We've had a couple of speed bumps, and we've dropped the ball a couple times with people, and you'll see those reviews online. I don't hide those reviews. I leave them on there because, hey, listen, we're all human. But you'll see that 80, 90% of the people that buy a car from us would come back and buy a second, third, and fourth car and refer people. Because, again, 40% of my business is from you folks coming back second, third, fourth time, sending your family to come in and purchase a car from us. And I'm very proud of that numbers. Most dealers across the country are somewhere around 18 to 22%. I'm double that. Because why? I take care of people. And for the most part, what I do here that a lot of people don't do is just do the deal.
Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first 2,500. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the deal.
We are back, Roxy, Romeo, and Steve at Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, which, listen, wherever you are, Philly, Delaware, Allentown, it's so close, so central, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. So you will not have to travel far to come get your deal. So up next now we have, honey, a Porsche, okay?
Let me tell you something. She's right. 2016 Porsche Macan S all-wheel drive. $399 a month, and if I was to go through all the options, I would have to be into a show that would have to last from now until next week. This car has it all. This has 2 sunroofs in it, not one, but you get 2. It's called panos. Electric mirrors, heated mirrors, lane departure, leather, big alloyed Michelin radials, all-wheel drive. This is a Porsche Macan. This car is very, very expensive new, but for $399 a month.
Amazing.
Also, let's get back to, and we haven't talked about it enough, is the $2,500. Don't forget, folks, that first $2,500 that you got to put down on any car in my inventory comes from me. Make sure you ask for it when you come in. Say, listen, I'm here because of the $2,500. I'm here because I seen Steve and Roxy. I know that you people are watching this. We've get a lot of calls and a lot of viewers, but make sure you remind the people when you come in Auto Outlet, or if you go to my Nissan store in Devon, make sure you tell them where you're seeing it. Don't be afraid to ask for me. If I'm not here, I'm at the other lot. You need help with the deal. You feel that you can get a little, have them call me. They'll get me on the phone. I'll be more than happy to speak to you. I have no problem with that. that whatsoever. I want to know who's buying a car. I want to meet you people as best as I can. I want to do what I can to make sure you walk out with a deal that you feels very favorable. But here we go again. 2016 Porsche, making all-wheel drive, $399 a month. And Roxy, I got to tell you, that is probably the best thing that I can say is what? We just do the deal.
Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first 2,500. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the deal.
I'm Roxy Romeo alongside Steve, and we just gave you 3 amazing deals. We had a 2018 BMW, 2016 Acura, and it was a 2016 Porsche, okay?
2016 Porsche and a 2018 Acura.
2018, sorry. So 2016 Porsche. Listen, Porsche is one of those cars that are so expensive that people only dream about it. Like, you never expect to ever be able to afford it, but this is actually affordable, all right? So if you are interested, you want to take advantage of these deals, and of course, Steve, you are also hooking up the first $2,500.
We're doing the first $2,500, and again, I can't talk about it enough. I know, in fact, just off camera a little bit, Greg had mentioned to us, which he's right, and we probably don't mention enough. You've been to one dealer, you've been to 2 dealers. How many times am I sitting there and you give me your credit, and then all of a sudden I go in and I pull your bureau, and I say, okay, I'm looking in, and I say, you've been to 5 dealers. What has those 5 dealers said? Blah, 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 blah. You got to give me the first shot, because a lot of times you folks don't notice behind the scenes, if you go to an amateur dealership that really doesn't know how to do what we do best, is you've got to be able to submit a story to the bank that makes sense. What happened? What caused you to get a few payments behind on everything? Or what happened with that credit card? What happened with that student loan? We've got to have that information up front. Too many times dealers don't. They just submit it, they get a reject, and it goes in your bureau as all these banks rejected you. And then you finally come see Steve, and then I've got to sit there and spend hours upon hours re-explaining to the bank all those different little things that the other dealer could have avoided by submitting your credit right. And not to tell you that by pulling your credit, they're dropping your score.
Yes, that's the thing I hate.
And it's making it harder for me. So come see me first. Give me the first shot. I'm going to give you the straight scoop on it. I'm not going to jerk you around. I'm going to let you know what you can do and what we can't do. And I'll be transparent with you. And that's all people ask today, Roxy.
Yeah.
And the reason why we sold over 14,000 cars is because we look them in the eye, and either we can do something or we can't, but you're going to know immediately. And then here's what I can do. And there's not a time that I can't get anybody approved depending on the car you pick out. Now, you may say, well, I was expecting a $20,000 car, not a 12. But this is what the bank qualified me for.
Right.
You can certainly put the rest of the money down, and most people say, I ain't putting 8,000. Okay, you know you got 2,500 for me, so let's pick out a 14.5 car.
Either way, you will get them in a car.
Yeah, I'll get you in a car, and you'll have transportation. And it's not going to be a buy here, pay here car. It's not going to be a 100,000-mile car, because I don't sell those cars. I sell majority, 90-something% of all my cars are under factory warranties, 30 to 40,000 miles. I don't carry 70, 80,000-mile cars. Those are problem cars that are going to be a problem in the future. Now, if you come in and ask for one I have in the back, and that's what you want, and you're going to pay cash, no going around that it's a 70, 80,000-mile car and it might need.
Right.
I'm going to safety check it before it leaves and take care of what I find, but 6 months down the road. But you'll know that up front, and I'm going to tell you that. But for the most part, one of my fans, just do the deal. So get in here. It's April. It's time. It's spring. Everything's going good.
Look at all your fans.
I'm telling
They're all
you.
driving by.
Well, we've been in Bensalem now since 2014, so that's what now, 7 years? 7 years we've been here at this location.
Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first 2,500. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the
deal.
Have we missed anything for the people? Is there anything that we haven't covered that's important out there, you think?
Well, contact information is good. You know, if they want to get in one of these cars before someone else does, how do they get hold of you ASAP? You know, what's the website? All of that good stuff.
Well, let's give them the number here. It's been running on the bottom of the screen here, but it's 267-627-6113. That's 267-627-6113. That'll ring you directly to the outlet. Any questions you have on anything else, you can call Devin Nissan. Reach me at devinnissan.com, justdothedeal.com, AOP or Auto Outlet.
You got so many of them.
Yeah, we got Auto
There's so
Outlet
many
of PA.com. I mean, my God, I've got 15 different URLs. Those are the most important ones. You can reach me through any of them. Don't worry about it. Give me a call. Email me. Come down to Auto Outlet. Tell me you want to talk to me. No matter what, come to Devin Nissan. We just opened up another branch up in Baltimore. I know nobody in Baltimore, we don't reach that far out, but we just outside Baltimore, we just opened up a huge used car operation out there. But let me tell you something. No matter where you are, what you're doing, you come see me. We'll take care of it, Rox.
So let's just recap real quick the 3 cars that we have the deals for. So the first up, we have the BMW, a 2018 BMW.
2014 BMW.
I'm saying 2014, 2014. Okay,
2014 BMW, $199 a month. Also, don't be afraid to ask for the $2,500 down with that vehicle also. Next one, 2018 Acura TLX with a tech package, 18,000 miles. 3-year-old car with 18,000. That means they rode 6,000 miles a year.
Amazing.
$279 a month. Full factory warranty, 5 years, 60 on that one. 2016 Porsche Macan S all-wheel drive, loaded, dual panel roofs, heated seats, lane assist, everything you can think of. $399 a month for a Porsche all-wheel drive. Think about pulling up and
okay, you will be balling, okay, in that Porsche. Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first $2,500. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the deal. And remember, folks, you know, Roxy and I, again, thank you for watching. Please respond. Going to be a big month. We need to sell at the outlet this month, and I know we can hit this number. We need to sell 75 automobiles. I'm certainly making it worth your while. We're minutes from Philadelphia, obviously, in Bensalem. We're up in Bucks County. Camden, Trenton, Atlantic City, Delaware. Downtown Philly's 15 minutes from Center City. All the surrounding areas, you got to come out and see us. We're going to take care of you. You're going to get a good car. You're going to get treated right. And remember, I just do the deal. And I'd like to finish it up by saying thank you for everything. Thank you, Roxy, for helping me with the show, to spend time out of your day to come down and shoot this show with me. Don't forget, Roxy, Power 99, you're on from 6 a.m. to 10?
That's correct.
6 a.m. to 10. Wonderful show, wonderful cast that she's got with her. Great station. I do a lot of radio with them myself personally. I love their listeners. I've done very well throughout the years with a gentleman named Nate there, by the way, that takes very good care of me.
Shout out to Nate Days.
Yeah, and that's how I got introduced to Roxy, by the way, through Nate. So, but I want to thank you again. Thank everybody for what you do for my company, my employees, and what we make sure, and please make sure you let me know through an email or something, anything that you need, car or anything, let me know. But here's what I do want to say. Keep it going. It's going to be a great year out there. Positive. I feel better about this year already. I can't tell you how excited I am to get out of last year, and I think we all are. But I do want to tell you, from my family to yours, may God bless.
Going on now with the Auto Outlet of PA.
Philadelphia, I've got your first $2,500. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty.
And remember, it all ends at the close of business Saturday. Steve, what do you say to that deal?
Roxy, just do the deal.